Well, hi there. It is Thursday, the 25th of June. Trying to figure out where June has gone. I keep losing these months one after another. T plus 451, maybe, I think. I'm hoping. Journal 360. Journals are easier to keep track of than the timer. The last couple of days have been, frankly, a little bit more crazy than normal. Good kind of crazy, probably. But it's interesting, you start every morning, at least I start every morning, with a really clear picture of what it is I'd like to accomplish that day, what needs to get done, need being the operative expression. And then I just wait to see how quickly everything goes to hell, because generally it does. And I think that battle for a place on your agenda, it just may be another form of procrastination, depending on what you do and how you do it. I mean, I've gotten to the point now where I've started making out lists. They're not really structured or really formal, but I'll give you an idea. I've started out this morning with 5 things, actually 6 things on my to-do list of things to get moving on. And they're all projects. They're all important. Otherwise they wouldn't be on the list. They're not all urgent if you look at the Eisenhower box, right? But they are all on the list for a reason. I've been able to cross 1, 2, 3 of them off, and I'm dealing with the others. Now the question is, are there too many things on the to-do list? Should I have taken my own advice and pared it down to just 3 things? Which seems to be the intelligent thing to do, in my world anyway. And that's to go ahead and figure out what the list is, put everything down on the list, and then pick the 3 top agenda items that are going to give you the most return on investment, the most reward, and focus on those, getting back to the others at some other point in time. And I think that's really good advice. The problem is everything that gets in your way in between. John Lennon said that life is what happens when you're making other plans, and I think he was right, probably more right than he thought he was. There's an awful lot to be said for that, and I find that the things that try and sneak in are really one of the most important reasons for embracing a really disciplined and determined attitude about what you're going to go ahead and focus on and what you aren't. Perhaps more importantly, what you're not. I've always said that no is probably one of the most important words in your vocabulary. When we were at the shop, one of the things that we realized very early, especially when people were trying to get us to do stuff that we didn't really think was the right thing to do or didn't want to do, and that happened a lot more often than you would think, is to finally just turn around and be honest and say, I never said that we couldn't do that. It's something we certainly are capable of doing and able to do. I just said that we wouldn't do it, and there's a difference. Now I find myself in a position where I've got to say that more often because I have all these competing projects that are demanding my time. I have to. I volunteered to go ahead and actually participate in a book club that's put on by an organization I'm very close to for automotive repair shop owners. That's going to feature Misfire, What to Do When Things Aren't Running on All Cylinders, my book. And I thought it would be really a cool idea to get involved in that, beyond just hosting it and beyond having Misfire the subject, but to actually participate, to see how people are internalizing what they're exposed to. So that'll take up, 4 hours next month or more. I'm also involved in creating a newsletter for Misfire and a number of Zoom presentations that are going to highlight some of the chapter headings in the book. Because I really think that especially for small business entrepreneurs or shop owners or people in the building trades, contractors, that'll help a lot. And I'll give you an example of a wonderful distraction. Today I had to go ahead and get 500 copies of the books shipped out to a colleague who's going to use them for his coaching and consulting clients. And I couldn't be happier about that. And yes, I did say 500. And so, all those things are great problems to have, but that doesn't change the fact that there's a limited amount of time involved for you to dedicate to each of them, especially when you're in the middle of revising another book, a supplement to Misfire on customer care, and that you plan on, adding 3 chapters, one on digital documentation, one on digital vehicle inspections, or digital inspections in general, depending upon what kind of business that you have. And I really am a firm believer in that, regardless of the nature of your business. If it requires any kind of explanation, a digital image is going to make that easier. And then what the digital world is going to look like as we continue to move forward with regard to communicating with clients in the future. So my dance card's full. I hope your dance card's full. It helps in a COVID-19 world for that to be the case. In the meantime, while you're thinking about all of that, and I'm working on it all, stay well, stay home, stay safe, stay focused. Take care.